You have a dream. It's not random. It's not meaningless. It's a calling, a whisper from the future, begging you to chase it. Maybe you can't see the whole path yet. Maybe it feels impossible right now. Good. That means it's big enough to change your life. But here's the truth no one talks about. Most people quit right before their miracle happens. Not because they weren't good enough, but because they didn't know how close they already were. You feel stuck. You doubt yourself. You wonder if the dream is too far, too big, too crazy. You start believing the lies that it's not for people like you. You think you need more time, more talent, more luck. But you don't. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need to have it all figured out. You need one thing, the courage to start, even when you're scared. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to rise up, push through fear, and chase your dreams like your future depends on it, because it does. If you're ready to unleash the fire inside you, make sure you like this video, share it with someone who needs a spark, and subscribe for more powerful energy every single week. Your time is now. You have a dream. It's not random. It's not meaningless. It's a calling, a whisper from the future, asking you to chase it down with everything you've got. Maybe right now the path ahead feels blurry. Maybe the dream feels too big, too distant, almost impossible. But that's exactly how you know it's worth it. Dreams that are easy were never meant to change you. The ones that scare you, the ones that feel out of reach, are the ones that shape you into someone greater than you are today. You were never meant to play small. You were made to rise. The truth that no one wants to admit is that most people quit just before their breakthrough. They give up not because they lack talent, but because the journey feels heavier than they imagined. Think about Thomas Edison, who failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb, or J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers before anyone gave Harry Potter a chance. If they had let the weight of early failure define them, the world would have lost something extraordinary. The lesson is simple. Failure isn't your enemy. Quitting is. You might be feeling stuck right now, trapped between who you are and who you want to be. Maybe you've convinced yourself that you need more time, more skills, more money before you can start. Maybe you've even started whispering doubts in your own mind. I'm not good enough. It's too late. Someone else is already doing it better. But those are lies. Fear tells you to keep you exactly where you are. You don't need the perfect circumstances to begin. You don't need all the answers. You need courage. Raw, imperfect, messy courage. The kind that pushes you to take one small step, even when everything inside you screams to stay comfortable. Think about someone like Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She started with $5,000 in savings, no background in business, and countless rejections from manufacturers who didn't believe in her idea. She didn't have a roadmap. She had a vision. She took the first step, scared and unprepared, and kept moving forward. That's what real success looks like. Not brilliance at the start, but stubbornness to keep going. You will face days where nothing seems to move. You will wake up some mornings and wonder if the sacrifice is even worth it. But if you push through, if you choose to keep showing up, you will wake up one day and realize you have built a life that once only lived in your imagination. Progress beats perfection every single time. You don't have to be the best. You just have to be relentless. Today is the best day you have to start, not tomorrow, not next month, not when the timing is right. Right here, right now. You owe it to yourself to chase that dream down until there's nothing left in you but pride in how hard you fought. If this message lit a fire inside you, if you felt even one spark of energy pushing you to believe again, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs a reminder that dreams are still worth fighting for, and subscribe to the channel for more fuel to your fire every single week. Your future self is counting on you. The world is waiting, and your time is now. Pain is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter you never knew you were strong enough to write. The truth is, pain visits all of us. Not one person who ever achieved anything great lived a life without setbacks, disappointments, or heartbreaks. But what separates the ones who rise from the ones who stay broken is what they choose to do with their pain. Pain, when handled the right way, becomes the fire that forges resilience, character, and an unstoppable spirit. Think about Michael Jordan. often called the greatest basketball player of all time. He didn't make his high school varsity basketball team on his first try. That rejection, that embarrassment, could have broken him. Instead, it fueled him. He turned his pain into an obsession to get better, to outwork everyone, to never let failure define him. Years later, he would say, "I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Pain taught him what comfort never could. The same is true for you. Maybe you're carrying pain right now. Maybe you faced rejection, heartbreak, financial struggle, betrayal, or self-doubt. Maybe you hear that small, poisonous voice whisper, "You'll never recover." But that voice is wrong. Pain is not here to destroy you. It's here to reveal you. It's here to strip away the excuses, the fears, the comfort zones, to show you what you're really made of. You have a choice every time pain shows up. You can sit in it, marinate in self-pity, and tell yourself the story of why it's not fair. Or you can rise, even when your knees shake, and let pain sharpen you into someone even stronger. Growth does not happen in comfort. Strength is not born when everything is easy. If you are in pain today, understand this. You are in the middle of your becoming. A practical way to transform your pain is to reframe it. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" start asking, "What is this teaching me?" For example, a business failure might teach you to manage your risks better. A broken relationship could teach you about your worth and boundaries. A missed opportunity might teach you patience and persistence. Pain is the greatest teacher if you are willing to learn. Another important step is movement. When life knocks you down, you must refuse to stay still. Even if all you can do is crawl, move forward. Action creates momentum, and momentum breaks the chains of despair. Write down your goals again. Set new routines. Learn something new every day. Show yourself that you are not powerless. Pain will either break you or build you. It will either harden your heart or deepen your wisdom. You get to decide. Today, I challenge you. Do not let this season of pain go to waste. Do not just go through it. Grow through it. Let your struggle become your strength, and let your comeback be louder than any setback you've faced. If this message speaks to something inside of you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and subscribe to stay connected to a community that believes your greatest days are still ahead. Because they are, and they're closer than you think. Pain molds us into who we are meant to become, but there's another secret that separates those who rise from those who stay stuck. It's not just surviving pain, it's what you do after. It's how you respond when the world expects you to fold. And that's where discipline steps in. Discipline is not glamorous. It doesn't make headlines. It doesn't get applauded or posted about on Instagram, but discipline is the invisible bridge between the pain you're growing through and the life you're destined to live. Without it, even the strongest spirit will drift aimlessly. The world constantly tells you to wait for motivation. Wait for that lightning bolt of inspiration. But the truth is, motivation is fleeting. Some mornings you will wake up excited. Other mornings, you will feel like giving up before your feet even touch the floor. If you build your life around motivation, your dreams will collapse the first time the fire dims. Discipline is what carries you when motivation disappears. It is the quiet, stubborn decision to show up for yourself over and over again, even when you don't feel like it. Look at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Behind the movies, the fame, and the success is a man who built his life on discipline. Before the world ever knew his name, he woke up before sunrise to hit the gym, long before there were cameras or fans cheering him on. He didn't wait to feel ready. He made discipline the foundation, and the results followed. Discipline, not dreams alone, built his empire. The same is true for you. You don't need another motivational quote today. You need a set of daily habits that don't depend on how you feel. Simple, powerful rituals that remind you of who you're becoming. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier to work on your passion project. Maybe it's refusing to end the day without doing one small thing that scares you. Maybe it's showing up to the gym, not because you feel like it, but because you promised yourself you would. These choices are not always loud. They don't always feel good, but they are stacking bricks under your dreams every single day. Discipline is a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows with use. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. And here's the best part. The moment you start choosing discipline over comfort, life starts opening doors you thought were locked forever. Opportunities find the people who are prepared. Success finds the ones who show up, again and again, without waiting for perfect conditions. And that brings us to a truth that most people spend their whole lives trying to avoid. You will never feel perfectly ready. The timing will never be flawless. The stars will not magically align. Waiting for perfection is another form of procrastination. If you want to move your life forward, you have to be willing to start messy, to start scared, and most importantly, to start now. Because the dream you're chasing isn't waiting for the perfect version of you. It's waiting for the real you, the bold, imperfect, courageous version who is willing to take that first shaky step today. Most people spend their lives waiting for the right time. Waiting to feel confident, waiting until the fear goes away. But what they don't realize is that waiting is the fastest way to kill a dream. Growth doesn't happen while you're sitting still, hoping that someday the perfect conditions will appear. Growth happens the moment you decide to move, even when you're scared, even when you're unsure, even when every voice inside your head tells you it's not the right time. You have to start messy, start scared, start unprepared. Start when your hands are shaking and your heart is pounding and you have no idea what comes next. That's the real starting line. And no one tells you this, but it's supposed to feel uncomfortable. It's supposed to feel uncertain. That feeling isn't a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's proof that you're stepping into a bigger life. Think about Howard Schultz, the man behind Starbucks. He didn't come from wealth. He didn't have a map laid out for him. What he had was a crazy, messy dream to bring a different kind of coffee culture to America, and a willingness to start even when no one else saw the vision. He faced rejection after rejection, but he didn't wait for perfection. He just kept moving, and because he dared to start, millions of people now walk into Starbucks every single day. When you're at the edge of a dream, fear will always show up. It will whisper reasons to delay, reasons to stay where it's safe. Fear sounds logical. It's sneaky. It will tell you to wait until you save more money, until you take one more course, until you feel ready. But fear doesn't get a vote. Dreams are built by people who feel fear and act anyway. People who understand that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward while fear rides in the passenger seat. One powerful strategy to overcome the paralysis of waiting is to lower the pressure. You don't need to build the whole empire today. You don't need to run the marathon tomorrow. Your only job is to take the next step, one messy, imperfect, tiny step. Want to write a book? Start with one paragraph. Want to launch a business? Start with one product. Want to get healthy? Start with one walk around the block. Action shrinks fear. Every step you take builds confidence. Every move forward silences the doubts a little more. If you're still waiting for a sign, this is it. The world is not asking for a perfect you. The world is asking for the courageous, real you to show up. Every minute you wait, someone else is out there starting messy, failing forward, learning, growing. Don't let your future slip away because you were too busy waiting for everything to feel right. The truth is, life rewards the ones who start. Not the ones who sit on the sidelines, not the ones who wait for guarantees, but the ones who dare to look uncertainty in the eye and move anyway. Today, this moment is all you have. And it's more than enough. Start with your fear, start with your doubt, start with your hands trembling, start messy, start scared, start now. Because the dream that's burning inside you cannot wait any longer, and neither can you. Starting is the first battle, but staying in the fight, that's where the real war begins. And the greatest battlefield you'll ever face isn't out there in the world. It's right here, inside your mind. Before you can conquer anything externally, you have to learn to win the war inside your own head. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your greatest enemy. It is either building you up or tearing you down with every thought, every belief, every story you tell yourself. Every dream killer you face, fear, doubt, procrastination, insecurity, it all starts with a thought. One simple, quiet thought that says, maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you'll fail like last time. Maybe it's too late for you. If you let those thoughts grow unchecked, they become chains. They paralyze you. They convince you to settle for a life that is smaller than what you were made for. But here's the power you might not realize you already have. You can choose your thoughts. You can rewire the way you think. Every time a negative thought shows up, you have the power to replace it. You can build a mental environment where your dreams are nurtured, not strangled. And it starts with what you feed your mind every single day. Look at someone like Oprah Winfrey. She didn't come from privilege. She faced poverty, trauma, and setbacks that could have easily buried her. But she became a master of her own life. She fed herself empowering thoughts, powerful beliefs, and a vision so strong that no amount of outside noise could drown it out. She didn't escape hardship by luck. She rose above it by choosing what she allowed herself to believe about who she was and what she was capable of. You must become the gatekeeper of your mind. Be ruthless about what you allow inside. If a thought doesn't build you up, reject it. If a belief doesn't serve the person you are becoming, replace it. Surround yourself with voices that speak life into your dream. Books, mentors, podcasts, communities. What you hear, you eventually believe. What you believe, you eventually become. One simple daily ritual can change your mental game forever. Start your morning by planting the right seeds. Before you check your phone, before you open your email, take 5 minutes to choose your thoughts. Say out loud the person you are becoming. See yourself succeeding. See yourself overcoming. Remind yourself who you are, even if the world hasn't caught up yet. Your future is too important to leave it in the hands of fear and doubt. Train your mind like an athlete trains their body, with discipline, consistency, and intentionality. Because the dreams you are chasing will not survive in a mind full of chaos. They need clarity. They need belief. They need the unwavering decision that you are not available for defeat. The war is not out there. It's in here. And when you win the battle inside, the world outside starts to shift in your favor. You become unstoppable. You become undeniable. You become the kind of person who doesn't just dream, you build dreams into reality. And it all begins with one decision: to master your mind before anything else. Once you master your mind, there's something else you have to guard even more fiercely: your time. Because time is the one resource you can never get back. You can make more money, you can rebuild relationships, you can find new opportunities. But once a second is gone, it's gone forever. Your dream demands your time. Your future is being built or wasted, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. You get 86,400 seconds every single day. It's not a question of whether you have enough time. It's a question of what you're doing with it. Most people don't fail because they weren't talented enough. They fail because they gave their time away to distractions, to meaningless scrolling, to fear, to excuses. They thought they had more tomorrows. They thought they could wait a little longer. And one day, they wake up and realize the window has closed. Think about someone like Kobe Bryant. He treated every day like it was a gift. He had a mentality called the Mamba mentality, which meant constantly working to be the best version of yourself. He didn't waste time wishing, hoping, or daydreaming. He built his dreams second by second, shot by shot, day by day. When others slept, he practiced. When others relaxed, he studied. That's what made him a legend. It wasn't luck. It was an uncompromising respect for time. You have the same 24 hours every single day that every world changer before you had. The difference isn't the clock. It's the choices. Every morning you wake up, you are faced with a decision: to use your time wisely or to let it slip through your fingers. Will you invest it into your growth, your passion, your purpose? Or will you trade it for temporary comfort, cheap entertainment, or mindless distraction? One powerful exercise that will change your relationship with time is to start treating your minutes like dollars. Imagine every morning someone wired $86,400 into your bank account, but whatever you didn't spend by midnight would disappear. You wouldn't waste a single dollar. You would invest, you would spend with purpose, you would make every penny count. Why don't we treat our seconds the same way? Why do we waste them on things that don't matter? On people who drain us? On habits that keep us small? From now on, make your time non-negotiable. Schedule your dreams the way you schedule meetings and appointments. Protect your creative time the way you protect your paycheck. Say no to things that don't move you forward, even when it's uncomfortable. Build your life like it's a masterpiece, because it is. There will never be a perfect moment. There will only ever be this moment. And every day you hesitate, someone else is taking action. Someone else is building the future you're dreaming about. The difference between you and them isn't luck, and it isn't talent. It's urgency. It's the understanding that someday is not a day on the calendar. Today is your day. Today is the moment you decide that your time is too precious to waste. Today is when you stop living on autopilot and start living on purpose. Your dream cannot afford your excuses. Your future cannot wait for your fears to subside. Use your time like your life depends on it, because it does. This is where it all comes together. You have the dream, you have the scars, you have the fire, you have the time, right here, right now. Everything you need is already inside you. It's not out there waiting to be found. It's already built into your heart, your hands, your spirit. But none of it matters unless you act. None of it matters unless you make the decision today that you are no longer available for excuses, for fear, for waiting, for wondering what could have been. The future you're dreaming about, the career, the freedom, the impact, the legacy, it's not waiting for the perfect version of you to show up. It's waiting for the real you. The you who feels fear but moves anyway. The you who doesn't need permission to believe in themselves. The you who knows that failure is not the end, it's the classroom. The you who understands that the only real tragedy is not trying at all. You are stronger than your doubt. You are bigger than your fear. You are braver than you think, and you are far, far closer to your breakthrough than you realize. Sometimes life tests you the hardest, right before it blesses you. Sometimes the doors swing open just after you feel like giving up. You have to keep going. You have to bet on yourself when no one else will. You have to see the vision so clearly that no setback, no rejection, no failure can steal it from you. So wherever you are right now, in your room, in your car, in your office, at your lowest point, or your highest hope, make a decision. Not a preference, not a wish, not a someday. A real decision. Decide that you will not quit. Decide that you will build the life you deserve. Decide that the story you're writing will not end in regret. And once you decide, move. Take the next step. No matter how small, no matter how messy, no matter how scared you feel, move. Momentum will catch you. Life will catch you. And one day, not so far from now, you will look back and realize you built a life others only ever dreamed about. You were not born to settle. You were not born to play small. You were born to leave a mark. You were born to light fires in the hearts of others simply by refusing to give up on your own. If this message sparks something inside you, don't let it fade. Hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe. Because every week, we are here to remind you that your dream is real, your time is now, and your best is still ahead. The world is waiting for what only you can bring. So go. Chase your dream like your life depends on it, because it does. If there's one thing you take away from this journey, let it be this. Your dreams are not accidents. They are assignments, planted deep within you for a reason, gifted to you because you are the only person strong enough, brave enough, and capable enough to bring them to life. The road will not be easy. There will be seasons when you are walking through fire, seasons when you feel invisible, seasons when you wonder if the dream was ever real in the first place. But what you must understand, what you must never forget, is that the challenges you face are not here to destroy you. They are here to shape you, to sharpen you, to prepare you for the life you have been dreaming about. The pain you endure is proof that you are growing. The discipline you build is proof that you are becoming. Every small, scared, messy step you take forward is proof that you are already stronger than the fear that once tried to hold you back. Your mind is your most powerful tool, your time is your most priceless asset, and your decision to start, even imperfectly, is the moment that changes everything. There will always be easy roads calling your name, roads that ask for nothing and give nothing back. But greatness has never lived on easy roads. It is built in the hidden hours, in the unseen effort, in the moments when you choose your future over your comfort. If you want a life that means something, you have to choose it. Not once, but every single day. Today, you stand at the edge of everything you've ever wanted. Behind you are the doubts, the fears, the wasted time. In front of you is possibility. promise, destiny. The question is not whether you are capable. You are. The question is whether you will believe it long enough to see it come alive. So don't just be inspired, be moved, be relentless. Be the kind of person who wakes up every day and chooses their dream, even when the world gives them every reason not to. Your story is not over. In fact, the most powerful chapters haven't even been written yet. If this message lit something inside you, if it reminded you of the fire you carry, don't let it stay silent. Hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs to remember who they are, and subscribe so you never miss a moment to fuel your dreams, your passion, and your purpose. Together, we are building a community of people who refuse to settle, who choose courage over comfort, and who know that the best is always still ahead. Your time is now. Your dream is calling. Go after it with everything you have and everything you are.